Good morning and welcome to Living Local 15. I'm Jessica Williams. Thank you so much for joining me today. We have made it to Wednesday and guess what? Counting down to the weekend. On today's show, we have an exclusive. I was invited to Ruth Chris Steakhouse to join their executive chef in the kitchen. He teaches me how to make their famous filet mignon and some other treats. And today is Women's Wealth Wednesday, so Foster Financial joins me in studio to discuss pension payouts. That and more happening now.
Fashion, food, and fun. You're watching Living Local 15 with your host, Jessica Williams.
I am here at Ruth Chris Steakhouse in downtown Fort Wayne off of Wayne Street. This is a very popular steakhouse that's been around for almost 30 years. They are known for their luxury dining and fine cuisine. I'm going to take you on the inside, talk to the chef, and I'm even going to cook up some steak in the kitchen. Let's do it. Joining me now is the executive chef, Alex Ortez. Hi, Alex.
How you doing, Jessica?
Good, doing so well. Congratulations on taking over this Ruth Chris recently.
Thank you so much.
And welcome to Fort Wayne.
Thank you.
So Alex has been here for a couple of months and has so much experience with Ruth Chris, 15 years.
15 years.
That is so incredible. So share with me a little bit about Ruth Chris and the whole experience someone has when they come here.
Well, Jessica, Ruth Chris started in 1965. We're in New Orleans, Louisiana. So that was where our first restaurant was. Mm-hmm. So Ruth's first started just opened a restaurant over there, and we just tried to make a good living for the family and everything, and that's where we started.
Yes, that's so cool that it originated in New Orleans. I did not know that.
Yes.
And of course, it has spanned throughout the entire United States. So many locations.
All over the world.
All over the world. And people experience just a high fine dining level of experience as well as really good food.
Absolutely.
So share with me a little bit about your journey. I mean, you are now the executive chef, but you've worked a little bit of every role in to get to management.
Yes, well, I started in 2008 here in Ruth Chris, and I started as a busser. I just met a lot of good people in there. I mean, we working for a good franchise PIG. It's like a family for me. Yeah. And I made my way up to runner, and then I just probably been in every single position until I just get here and executive chef.
Yeah, that's so awesome. I love that journey of just working every role. And I know right before this, you were a sous chef and training and preparing for this executive chef position. Yes. Looking at this place, if you can't see from behind me, we'll show you how beautiful this restaurant is here in downtown Fort Wayne. I mean, this bar area is huge. They have luxury seating, so it really is an experience if you just want to come in after work, if you want to celebrate a birthday or just have a date night or just an experience.
Absolutely. Yes. Any type of occasion, we celebrate with you guys.
Yes, and talk to me a little bit. I know that you have so many different rooms that offer parties and events.
We also can do like a private rooms at big events or small events. We usually go from 80 to 12 people.
Wow. Yeah.
So it could be for any type of parties or like a private meetings. Also, we got to just prepare for that.
Yeah, I love it. 12 to 80 people, something for everyone. And today I am so excited because I'm actually going to hop in the kitchen with Chef Ortez, and he is going to teach me how to make up one of their delicious steaks. Yes. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
We are now in the kitchen at Ruth Chris Steakhouse, and I am back joined with Chef Ortez, and now we're going to talk about the steak a little bit. So of course, Chef, you all are known for your steak.
Absolutely. So we're going to start with my 3 favorite steaks. We got a classic filet, which is an 11-ounce filet. It's very tender, very nice. We just season it with a salt and pepper. We also got a bone-in, which is 19-ounce. The bone-in, and it's very particular, Jessica, with very bone-ins that we have on the house. We also offer a separate, different kind of knife. So you can choose
nice.
your own
Yes.
knife or pick up that way you can cut
Okay.
your meat. Also, the last over here is the 40-ounce tomahawks, which is a 40-ounce tomahawk, 40 ribeye.
My God.
You see it's a long bone over there, and it's also for share.
Yeah.
But you can take it yourself if you want to.
I love it. So this steak reminds me of like a Flintstone steak.
Absolutely.
I mean, that is huge. Oh my gosh. And the marbleization of the meat is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm so excited because we're going to cook these babies up, or I'm going to learn how to cook here at Ruth Chris by Chef Ortez.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. All right, Chef, what are we making today?
All right, today we're gonna make garlic, rosemary, butter, and a little bit of olive oil with the shrimp.
Yum.
So we're gonna start preparing all the seasonings and prepare for the shrimp.
Okay.
Got a 1/4 garlic.
So this is a garlic rosemary shrimp. Okay.
A little bit of rosemary, fresh rosemary,
Yum.
already cut. A little bit of Cajun seasoning.
Yes.
Got a little bit of olive oil.
Uh-huh.
And I got the butter, so ready to take it over here. Let me shake it a little bit. Just mix it up.
Oh, with the measuring. Let me do a little bit of
Absolutely.
mixing, Chef.
Go ahead.
Yes. I'm here to give you a little break.
Thank you for that.
Okay. So mix it out.
There you go. Just mix it up very good.
So good. All right.
So I got over here the 1 pinwheel of shrimp. There's 2 pinwheel together.
Oh, that's so cute.
So it's an
Let me see.
8/12 of that.
Okay, so we got a little pinwheel. These are jumbo shrimp.
These are
Wow,
jumbo
what
shrimp,
type?
that's right,
Yes.
yep.
Okay, so then.
So now we're gonna, with the measure, gonna put it right here, and then
Okay.
you're gonna grab all the seasoning, gonna
Oh, yeah,
like a drop it
drench
on
it,
there. There you
yes.
go. There you go. Well, you've been doing this before, yeah.
Listen, I love cooking, Chef. All right.
All right. Just gonna put it in this pan right here.
Okay. Just gonna set it there.
Yeah, I'm gonna set it there. So now we're gonna get a different bamboo. I'm gonna stuck it in there.
Oh.
I'm gonna take this one out.
That bamboo.
Change it
right
out.
there, okay.
Got that one out. So this one is gonna be our 6-ounce fillet that we're gonna prepare. This is as part of our classic menu.
Okay.
There is it's available every day.
Yes.
It's just seasoned with a sea salt
Okay. Is that good enough or
Uh-huh,
more?
that's good.
Okay.
and a little bit of black pepper.
Yes,
Then
so that's
we
gonna give
turn
it a good
up.
sear.
Exactly.
Then
A little bit more
something.
salt.
Yum yum.
Pepper. Alrighty, so now it's gonna be inside of the grill. So this is our grill over here. It's a broiler, so it's an
Wow.
1800-degree broiler.
Wow, yeah, it's hot.
It's
It's
really,
hot.
really hot. So we're gonna put it right here in the middle of the steak, and also the shrimp is also going in here. So what it's gonna do here is it's gonna sear all that juice and all that flavor. It's gonna
Yes.
be inside of that steak.
Yes, okay. And we're gonna make this medium.
Absolutely, gonna cook in a medium for you.
That's how I like it. Okay. And so how long are we cooking the steak for?
The steak is gonna be like 4 minutes on each side.
4 minutes. Okay. And do you have a timer? You just know?
Timer is gonna be on your head.
Oh. Okay.
As always, so just always keep your eyes on your meat. Keep
Okay.
your eyes on what you're doing. Don't forget
And
about
are
it.
you gonna flip it or
Absolutely.
you just stay? Okay.
We're gonna flip it until you got the sear on top.
Yes.
Right now it's still cooking.
Okay.
And also I got a sweet potato casserole.
Ooh.
This one is brown sugar
Oh.
with pecans.
Really?
It's gonna be on top.
Let me do some of that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm just spreading
Yeah,
it
just
and
cover it up.
fully covered. Okay.
Fully
Brown
covered.
sugar.
Yeah. Don't be afraid with it. Don't be afraid with it. There we go. Just cover every corner. So this is just gonna take a couple seconds, just because it's brown sugar.
Oh.
So we put it just close to the broiler.
Uh-huh.
That way you gotta caramelize that
Yes.
sugar and the pecans.
Yum. So many things you have to think about and balance at one time.
Yeah. And 3, 2, 1 is done.
Wow.
And then you got that caramelized on top.
Ooh, that
so
looks
it's very
so
crusty,
good.
very hot.
Yes.
So this is our size is really good.
Side done, all right.
That's how it's done. So our steak is done. I take it out of the broiler. It's gonna be on top of the 500-degree plate.
500-degree plate, wow.
You're gonna hear that sizzle as soon as you're at the steak.
Yes.
Touch the plate. Gotta finish the
Oh, wow.
shrimp. It's gonna be on top, and then we're gonna drizzle it a little bit with butter.
Yummy, yummy.
You're gonna hear that. Even gotta get a little bit of parsley.
Oh, that sizzle! Oh my goodness, that's
And
so
that is
cool.
a 6-ounce fillet with the shrimp.
Look at this. So yummy, so cool. Thank you so much, Chef
Absolutely.
Artez, for teaching us how to make the perfect steak. And now you guys know it's time to taste it while it's hot.
Have an idea for the show? Want to find out how you can be a guest? Contact us at livinglocal15@wayne.com.
All right, Chef, now that we have slaved in the kitchen,
Absolutely.
it's time to give it all a taste, and it's smelling looks so good. Okay, so I have to just dive in with the steak. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's actually start with the shrimp. I know people typically don't cut the shrimp, but I'm gonna
Sure.
a little. Okay, now again, tell us about the shrimp.
Well, the shrimp is a A12 jumbo shrimp. We just cook it and sear it with all the ingredients that we just did. And also you got a 6-ounce fillet over there. Tastes good?
I love a jumbo shrimp, right?
Yeah.
It really is like filling. You feel like you're really experiencing that seafood. Oh yeah. And cutting into this steak, it looks all moist.
Very
I'm gonna
tender.
cut it, yes, and turn that around. Look at that. So yummy. I'm excited. Okay, let's get a little tasty taste. It's
They're
hot.
It's
Woo!
very hot.
But I love it hot. But I have to remember too, because the plates you say are 500.
Yeah, it's a 500-degree plate.
So I can't touch
yes.
the plate. I must say, Chef, I did an amazing job seasoning this steak.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Watch out for my job.
Right. Okay, so I have to tell you, what I love about this steak is it is so tender in the middle, and I'm surprised that it has such that crisp sear on
Absolutely.
it since you made it in the broiler. I was gonna say, you know, where's this gonna lead? But of course you all are steak experts. But I love that. So each of the steaks that we saw earlier, are they all prepared in that broiler?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
They're all prepared the same way. It's depending of the temperature of the steak is where exactly how long it's gonna be inside of the broiler. But yeah, it's prepared everything salt, sea salt, and black pepper, and just a little bit of love.
Yes, a little bit of love. So good, so tasty. Okay, and now, whew, okay, broccoli is delicious, but I'm so curious about this
About the
sweet potato casserole.
yeah.
Okay, tell me all about this.
It's very popular, so it's just prepared always on here on house. Sweet potato. They got a little bit of pecans, brown sugar, flour, and a little bit of butter as well.
Wow, that is so good.
And like I said, a lot of people take it as a dessert as well. They just put a scoop of ice cream on top, and here we go.
That is so good. Okay. Because I love sweet potatoes, and it's so delicate. It's almost pureed.
Yeah, it's almost pureed.
It's so fine. Wow. Well, thank you so much, Chef. It was a pleasure to
It's my
meet
pleasure.
you and to cook with you today.
Thank
This
you.
has been great. So you have to come out and experience Ruth Chris Steakhouse for yourself. Get this filet mignon or so many other things. And I dare you to try that tomahawk. Is that what it is?
Tomahawk.
Tomahawk steak. It's so massive. But we'll have Ruth Chris website listed below so you can check out their menu. And cheers. I'll see you after the break.
Follow us on social media at Living Local 15.
This segment sponsored by Foster Financial. Hi, and welcome to Women's Wealth Wednesday. Well, today we're going to focus more on females and how their financial advice from Foster Financial will actually help you out in the long run. So I'm so excited to chat with Caleb Doan, who is the Vice President. Hi, Caleb.
Hi.
Yes. Okay, so we're continuing this conversation. So as you all know, we've been talking the last few weeks about the fact that women are retiring, sooner than the men in their household. And we've talked about different aspects of it, but today we're going to dive into pensions.
Yeah.
Okay, so give it to us. What is the first thing we should know about pensions?
Yeah, absolutely. So pensions are something that in the private sector are a little more rare nowadays, but in the public sector, they're you see them pretty often still. So I've had a handful of clients over the last year or two, especially teachers who are retiring, have to select their pension payout option. And so this is a big decision that a lot of people have, and it's really important, especially if their spouse is still working, to make the right decision when it comes to choosing which pension payout option they want. And so there are a couple key options, and I think a lot of people don't even realize there are multiple options until they go to elect it after they retire. And so I think it's important to sort of lay out a few of the key strategies there.
Yes, and so is this something that you choose at the end or something that you preset when you're first signing up for the pension?
Yeah, you choose it at the very end. And so as soon as you retire, I have a few clients who are in the Indiana public retirement system, who are teachers. You go into the website and you kind of choose which payout strategy you want. And so there are 5 or 6 different options, but 2 of the sort of cornerstone options are a single life or straight life payout. And then on the other end of the spectrum, there's 100% joint and survivor payout. And so the single life payout will just pay out for this person's life, and if they pass away, that pension payout does not continue on for their spouse. So it's just for their life. When they pass away, it's done. And that's the highest payout option. On the other end of the spectrum, there's the 100% joint survivor, which of course, if they were to pass away, 100% of that benefit continues on for their spouse. And typically, there's a decent difference between those two. So I mean, if the straight life gives you $2,000 a month, the 100% joint survivor might give you $1,800 a month. And so they're kind of implicitly, charging you or deducting $200 a month to cover your spouse. And so it's a big decision.
Yes, that is. I feel like with all the financial ups and downs, it's like this way or this way, weigh out the options. So when that happens, and let's say it is passed on to their spouse, is the time frame that they receive it, is it for the rest of their life?
Yeah, with that 100% joint survivor, it'll be for the rest of that spouse's life. And so there's different situations where it would make sense. Of course, on the one hand, a spouse says, hey, I worked 30 years to get this pension. If I were to choose the straight life and then pass away 2 or 3 years later, it would be a big bummer, obviously. You worked your whole life for this pension, you only got a couple years benefit, and then it didn't go on to your spouse. And then on the other end of the spectrum, someone says, hey, if I take this $200 reduction every single month, and then me and my husband live for 20 years and then maybe pass away at the same time as each other within a couple months of each other, he won't ever really have gotten any extra benefit from that pension. And so, hey, I wish I would have chose the single life. And so there's a lot of pros and cons for each way, and a lot of factors that we consider, including health, your income planning, what your spouse needs. And so there's just a lot of factors that will go into what's the best decision. Because as soon as you make the decision, it's set in stone for the rest of your retirement. Yeah, you can't go back and change it.
No changing, wow. And so just to take one step back though, so I'm sure a lot of people may be thinking like, do I get pension? Like who qualifies to have a pension? Is this with all employers or select ones? So can you kind of give us a little background on it?
Yeah, it's typically just with select employers. Usually you see them most common in the public sector, so public school teachers, firemen, policemen, things like that. And typically people are pretty aware if they have the pension benefit, 'cause that's usually a big selling point for the job itself. So if you have a pension, certainly a benefit to take advantage of, and something that you need to really understand thoroughly to know, hey, if I have this pension, do I still need to contribute to another retirement account, or is that pension enough for me? And so that's something that will help clients with as well.
Yeah, and as we're talking today about women who are retiring, So women who come to this decision, how will they make that choice? Like, what is the best option?
Yeah, and it's kind of different for everyone. One of the biggest strategies that we've used is we'll take a look at this and we'll say, hey, this pension company wants to charge you that $200 a month to cover your spouse. Let's say they're going to reduce your benefit by $200 to cover your spouse. We'll go out and look at private insurance companies and we'll say, hey, this insurance company over here will actually give you pretty much the same coverage for only $100 a month, let's say. And so in that way, we can actually save them a little bit of money. And the nice thing about a private insurance plan is that if your spouse were to pass away before you or whatever it might be, you could cancel the plan and then you get that higher benefit, no longer have to pay that $100 a month. Whereas if you choose it through the pension, that's set in stone and you're having that $200 reduction for the rest of your life.
Oh, that's good. So much good information. This is why we need a financial advisor, Caleb, like you, because it's so good. And we have to touch on this a bit more. I have more questions about pensions, but we're going to save it for another day, okay? Thank you so much, Caleb. We appreciate you. And if you would like more information about Foster Financial, you can call them for a complimentary consultation. We'll have their website and phone number listed below, and we'll be right back. This segment sponsored by Foster Financial.
Living Local 15, proudly driven by the Kelly Automotive Group.
Thank you so much for tuning in today. To rewatch episodes of Living Local 15, you can go to WANE.com and also download the WANE app. And remember, it's never too late to live your best life, so start living it today, and I look forward to seeing you here tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Content segments during today's Living Local 15 were paid for by these sponsors.